of our other segments we had to do today was an interesting one. This was a fun idea you came up with, Zach. Was
I think it was Brandon's idea.
We'll give it to Zach. Hey,
I mean, I'll take credit, but I think it was Brandon's idea.
I feel like I don't know. This was an interesting one. The top picks in the league for contenders to be the Ballon D'Or winner, best player in the world. Now, it's an interesting conversation to have, and this is why I would love that we do this segment this week, because it's like you look at the landscape in the league right now with the players that are there versus players that might have left this past summer. Like, you could claim, before he left, De Bruyne was, at his prime peak kind of thing. You could throw him in the hat for a conversation like this. We're doing top 5 players in the league that could be contenders
within the next 3 years.
Within the next 3 years. Now
did we stick
going
to the 3 years?
I
went a little off the rails. I did. Well, I've one pick that I don't think is the next 3 years,
Okay.
and then I have the other 4 that I think if there's anybody that's going to win in the Prem in the next 3 years, those would be my picks.
Yeah.
So I'm a little off the rails with one pick,
Sure.
but that's just because I think he has as good of a chance as anybody going forward.
I think that's where the conversation gets a little difficult
Yeah.
because if you said this season, this player from the Premier League will win the Ballon d'Or,
Right.
not really.
Yeah.
So
And
that's
it's
why I gave that little
Yeah.
bit of a buffer.
Okay.
And it's tough doing like youngsters too, because like it's easy to be like, oh yeah, like Rio Angamoa could be a Ballon d'Or winner someday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like they said similar things about Jack Wilshere.
Yeah.
And look
Right,
what happened
right.
there, and
Yeah.
it's so hard to tell like what a 17-year-old's gonna do
Right.
or
Yeah,
a 21-year-old's gonna do.
So is
but
it wrong that I have Garnacho in my top 5?
that is absolutely disgraceful if you did.
Once upon a time, right? People would be saying that.
If you got a different haircut, he can be in the conversation.
Yeah. Any United player landing in that top 5 is a miracle for that team.
Oh,
We'll just
Lord.
say that, Either you guys want to go first with your list and
I'll
rattle
go
off some
I'll go
names?
first
Yeah?
this time.
All right.
I'll go
Yeah.
first this time.
Let's okay.
So how do we want to do it? We want to just go top 5? We want to go boom, boom, boom? What do we want to
We
do?
can do top 5. Let's just do the top
Okay.
5.
So number 1 on my list, with a shot at the Ballon d'Or in the next 3 years, I have Mr. Erling Haaland.
Yeah.
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 I feel like
he-
he's got to be everybody's
is he number one on
I
everyone's
think if
list?
he's not all 3 of our number 1 right now, then
Yeah.
this is like it's the clown take
Yeah.
session right there.
Yeah.
Every single year he's going this way, and then the form he's in right now, if he stays
Scary.
healthy,
Yeah.
there's not many that are gonna be able to keep up,
Yeah.
And I would argue this is the best he's ever looked
Yeah.
in his
I think
career
so.
far.
which
Yeah.
is
Like-
scary as fuck to think
Yeah.
about.
It is.
And it's I think he's like if you look at City's top goal scorers right now, I think he's on 9 in the Prem. Second is Esteves from Burnley or whatever you pronounce it. That is 2 own goals.
Jaden Anthony or whatever.
No, Esteves or whatever, the center back that had 2 own goals against
Oh
City.
yeah.
And then there's a bunch of people or a few people on 1.
Yeah.
But Holland's got like 9 of their 15 goals this season,
Yeah.
and it's it's just he's the one player in the league you can rely on to carry the weight of every single goal.
He is. He's single-handedly keeping them
Yeah.
in that spot
Yeah.
in the table right now. I think
mean,
they're 6th. I think they're
and-
right
Mhm.
outside.
To be
Climb
fair,
their way
he's
up.
6th or 7th.
like it's not even just the goal scoring right now either. Like
6 or 7.
it's not even just the goal scoring with him right now. Like his hold up play this season's been phenomenal. Like
Right, his
the best we've ever
positional play.
it's looked like. I mean, obviously his runs in behind and his runs in general, his movement off the ball has always been phenomenal. But it's that hold up play right now that's really been impressive.
Which has always kind of been the biggest shtick about Haaland too,
Yeah.
is him
Yeah.
like playing with his back to goal and joining in the actual play rather than just being a killer in the
And
box.
one of the things about him is the past, I know his first season he didn't get a full season, and I think it might have been the past year or 2. He didn't get a full season because he was out for a couple weeks here and there, a couple weeks. If he stays healthy for a full year, the numbers that he's just going to put up are going to be insane. He's
Yeah.
already off to a crazy start right now, and with the international stat padding, it's just insane.
Didn't he
what this
just hit
guy's doing.
50 goals in the Champions League too?
I think.
I think he
Wow.
did. He might have.
which is
In
really crazy.
47 games or something like that.
It's something
stupid.
It's like he has. I think he has over 50 international goals and he has over a goal per game for the national team, and then
Mhm.
over a goal per game in Champions League,
Yeah.
which is just unbelievable. And in the Premier League, he's
it's video
100.
game numbers.
It's like
yeah.
100
Yeah.
something and 110 games in the Premier League or something
It's like
unbelievable.
create a player in FIFA. Like
Yeah.
it's
Literally.
stupid.
Yeah, going to
It's
score every
stupid.
game at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Excuse me. I also realized I did have a couple honorable mentions, which I'll just go through real quick. Cole Palmer.
Oh man.
Javi Simons and why am I blanking? Victor Jokeres, right?
Jokeres, yeah.
What's his first name?
Victor, yeah.
Is it Victor?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's Victor.
Jokeres. Javi Simons is a fantastic player, but unfortunately, I believe like team success and what you're winning goes into the decision, and Tottenham ain't winning shit.
Yeah.
So I think he's flashy enough to get his name in, the top 30 or whatever it is, but I can't see him actually winning it. And Jokeres, just switching leagues, he's not going to put up the numbers that he did in Portugal,
No.
which is going to hurt his chances. But number 2, still the best number 7 in the league, still one of the best German players of all time, Mr. Florian Wirtz.
Of all time.
Of all time. Of all time. I said it. Give him time at Liverpool. We talked a little bit during the live stream. They don't utilize him in his best capacity. They don't do it. They keep it so wide. He just makes run after run after run, in and behind, in the channel, and they just don't slide him through. They don't. Every time he receives the ball, it's like his back's to goal. He's checking back. He has to turn, and then everybody's so far away. Everybody's so far away. There's no one there. Salah's just, you're a lazy fuck recently. You're a lazy fuck. And then Isak looks lost. He really does. He looks lost. And I know I said I'll take Florian Wirtz 3v1 all the time, but you need to use him better, Arnie Slot. You need to do it. And there's the best player in the world in the next 3 years.
This is why you wanted that little buffer in there for like room for the next 3 years for a player to win it.
Yes.
Right? Because if we're talking currently, like,
will
I don't
Florian
know.
Wirtz win it this year? Hell
Probably
no.
not.
Hell
Probably
no.
not.
But does he have a chance to if you fucking use him for the reason you spent 125 million or whatever?
Yeah.
Sure.
This room.
Number 3, I went with Hugo Ekitike. He needs to start as the number 9. He's in some sort of form right now. I think it was our first episode. We talked about a striker and his confidence, and I think that went into like my João Pedro Golden Boot shout, which is horrible on my end. Why did I do that?
He's gonna get some service to get some goals.
Oh
you
my
know.
god!
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god! No, but when Hugo Ekitike is on the field, Liverpool looks like a better team. And if he can continue those numbers and growing in a league like the Premier League, he's only going to skyrocket his chances.
He changed the game this past weekend.
Big
He
time.
scored the goal for
Yeah.
Liverpool.
Big time.
Right?
No,
Was him?
Gakpo.
No, it was Gakpo.
That was Gakpo. That's
It was
right.
Gakpo.
Shit.
Yeah.
Number 4, I went with Donnarumma. I still think-
Goalkeeper. Interesting.
Yes.
I
Love
threw a
it,
keeper in there.
dude.
I threw a keeper.
Love
in there.
it.
I still think he is the best shot stopper in the world.
Yeah.
Yep.
Coming off one hell of a fucking season.
Absolutely.
If he can learn how to play with his feet like Pep likes to, if he can add that to his game, there ain't many keepers in the world that are better than that. And City is City. You know,
Yep.
they can go on a run. Right now, Holland's single-handedly keeping them up there in the table. If they can win some trophies, some silverware, I think his name deserves to be up there.
I'd say Holland's the first name you think of when you're talking about City staying up and staying in form. But the second name that comes to mind for me whenever you're thinking about City right now is him, Donnarumma.
Yeah.
Has
He's
to
going to
be.
go as the dark horse signing of the summer right now.
You think?
Because I think so. Like at the end of the year, it could be, it might not be Raya winning the Golden Glove. It could be ended up Donnarumma, just because he snuck right into this league right now and behind a defense that City's got, and again with the low block being everywhere, as the best shot stopper in the world, you're set. You're gonna be cozy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Losing Rodri is going to hurt.
Yes.
Losing Rodri
We'll
is
see
going
what
to hurt
goes
a
on
little
there.
bit. So that's an interesting one. But again, with the ability to stop the ball like he does,
Yeah, man.
doesn't always really matter who's in front of you. And number 5, I hope I'm doing this right. Is this it? Is this how you do it? Is this how you do it? Nick Voltamata.
Oh,
Build
Lord.
the statue. That was the most disgusting penalty I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we're
That
glazing
was
penalties now.
Did you watch the clip?
It was nice.
No,
Oh,
I watched
my-
it live. It was a very
Oh
good
my
penalty.
lord!
Are you going for that long sleeve? You gonna get that Voltamata long sleeve?
I've
You
looked
got-
every
you
day
have
for
to,
the
right?
past 10 days. They're sold out. They only have 3XL, and let me tell you, I'm real close to buying a 3XL.
Yeah, man.
I'm
I
real
would,
close to
right?
doing it.
A baggy look with it. It would look good.
I like that. I
Yeah.
like that a lot.
Yeah.
No, Nick Voltamata, every aspect of his game right now, I think he should be the best striker in the league. I think he should be talked about as the best striker in the league. Fuck you, Holland. I don't care about your goal contributions right now. Nick Voltamata, build the statue. Who's next?
It could happen. That's it. Yeah, that's it. You want to
wanna
go? All right, I'll go.
right.
It's gonna be a little entertaining here.
I'm glad this isn't like a point system thing because I would go with probably 0 points.
Right. No. Yeah. Same with mine here, because I mean, my picks are more so in the current, but they're also guys that are not really close enough to win it. So you could still say within the next couple of years they could win this right now. Holland number 1. I'm not in any real particular order, but I kind of am with this. My second pick here is a very interesting one, another kind of on the defender level, but I am going for Gabriel, boys.
Oh, God.
Gabriel winning Ballon. And here I'll tell you why, okay? Him and Saliba, best defensive record in the league. But they're stopping. I think it's like in past calendar year, they've only let 4 goals in from open play. You got to look at that. You got to look at the goal contributions he's adding. You know, he's got, I think he might be top scorer for us in the calendar year too, or something stupid like that when you look at that stat because of how many goals he scored off the corners. But you just take a look at his leadership in the team, his role that he plays in Brazil as well. I think that also factors into some of these conversations when you're looking at that, you know, who's best in the world, because you also look at their international level. Like Rodri winning that year was also due to the fact with like Spain winning the Euros and with, you know, City going on the run that they had. So
That's what I mean. Silverware helps.
Yeah.
Which
It does.
I don't like that at all.
no,
And
but
the problem-
like, that's kind of one of the determining factors here with
it
this
goes into the
contest,
talk.
really.
The problem this year too is because it's a World Cup year, that World Cup player of the tournament always gets put into like the top 2 at least of the
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, that's the thing with it this year is like there's a lot of players having really good strong starts to the season. Like if we're going outside of the Prem, like Mbappe for example, like
Yeah.
he looks hungrier than ever
Oh, yeah.
this season,
Yeah.
and it just might not matter if depending on who wins World Cup.
Mhm.
Because that's just what we've seen is this trend now of whoever wins
Yeah.
World Cup kind of is just getting. Whoever's been player of the tournament at the World
Yeah.
Cup's getting projected to this
Yeah.
new pedestal of
Right.
this is the best player in the world because you're doing it at the best tournament. in
Remember,
the
we are
world.
talking next 3 years though as well.
Yeah,
True.
So
Yeah. So, yeah, no, Gabriel, he could do something with it. Number 3 is my boy. The best 7 in the league,
fuck off.
Mr. Bukayo
Lord.
Saka.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
Well, I just had to, I had to. You look at another player on our squad, and I'm trying to look at players within the league that I could see within the top in the area that could go on and do something with it. He carries himself to class. I don't rate him as one of the best players within the team, but he just certainly does get the results.
Wait, hold
when
on.
he shows
Wait
up.
a second.
Wait.
Say that again.
Time out.
Say that again.
Time out.
I don't
Rewind.
rate Saka as one of the best players in the team.
But he's gonna
if you
win
just
best player in
listen
the world?
If you just listen to what I said, the name that goes right before him was Gabriel. Gabriel is my rock, my heart. He is my captain in the team. I love Gabriel, and I need that to be declared.
We're talking about best player in the world, and you don't even think he's the best player on Arsenal?
That's
Oh,
right. That's right. No, man. Listen, Saka's got his games, and then Saka's got his games that he doesn't show up, man. And
Why is he on the list?
because we're looking at players with. Because I still rate him better than most of the other teams and the players that are in the league, man. I'll tell you that right now. You look at the players on fucking Tottenham that are going to be winning in this race. I mean,
God.
currently, I don't see. I mean, like, again, if we're looking at the next couple of years, Yavi Simmons, he could be on that list. But right now, I don't see anybody on Tottenham making my list. I don't see anybody on United even close to my list. Chelsea's got one guy that's on my list, and you know who it is. And, of course, that's the man that's going to be in the conversation for anybody. That's
Reece James.
Reece James, baby. No, man. I look at these other fucking teams at the top. City, it's like I'm not going to throw Donnarumma in that conversation because it's a very bold pick going goalkeeper in that way. That's why I said I loved that pick. But again, I mean, Holland is the only player on that team that's worthy of my pick in that regard. The unbiased top
my
5
God.
from me here. It's my very unbiased, picks. So number 4, I got Palmer,
All right.
and number 5 is Odegaard.
Oh,
Oh,
my-
no.
Oh my God.
No.
So
oh my God.
that's my top
Oh.
5, and I'm just gonna stick with it. And,
You just texted me the other day saying Odegaard can't last a full 90 minutes.
well, and okay,
But he's
so
going to be the best player in the world?
It's the conversation to have though about it, because when he does play, he's making his impacts, and when he is healthy, he's being that dude. He's controlling our fucking offense and controlling the midfield. And how red is my face? Is it as red as the flag behind me?
No.
No, listen. I mean, there's some clownery in the picks. You can, they're fun picks, but
That's the
Listen.
funniest shit I ever heard.
I
That's the
fucking
funniest shit I ever heard.
all these other teams better step up, all right? Because you don't consistently end up in second place 3 years in a row with the squad that we got. And,
Oh, man.
so it's
Oh,
like,
God. Your list can only go up from that.
yeah, go for it.
I don't know
Go.
if it is. You guys,
Yeah.
you guys not gonna agree with it.
Oh,
Number 5, I went with Adam Morton. No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
no. I'd expect it. I'd expect it at this point.
Number 5, I went a little controversial, but I just think his rough start to life at Liverpool isn't a fair representation of him as a player overall. I went with Isak.
Oh.
And even if it is him leaving Liverpool and winning it somewhere else, I just think he has that class. And I know it's a very reactionary sport, all right? People love to react quickly to things. For
Say
example,
that again,
like everybody
yeah.
thinking Wirtz is like, a League 2 level player all of a sudden,
Yeah,
because
no.
he's not getting played due to strengths. And there's some criticism that definitely should go Wirtz's way, but let's not drag it though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Like,
you keep talking about Isak. You leave words out of your mouth.
yeah. So, it's a slow start to the season for him and not his best start to the season, but I still really highly rate Isak as a player. And I think when you talk, like, going into the season, he was a player we would have considered in this conversation. So that's why I threw him in there.
Do you think he does leave Liverpool?
I don't think it'll be like within a year. I just think like with him and Ekitike, like if Ekitike starts playing better than him, I think he's like could go to like Barca for like a cheaper deal in like
Really?
a couple of
Interesting.
years.
Really?
I can see it like if it gets to that point where Ekitike keeps playing very well and he's not putting numbers in and he starts losing game time, I could see something like that. Especially the way he acted this summer, I could see him just forcing his way out, especially if a team like Barca
Gotta think
came
about
in for
ego.
him.
Yeah.
Gotta
Yeah.
think about ego.
So
wow.
number 4, he wasn't initially on my list, but then when we started doing the 3 years, I kind of threw him in. And I don't really fully believe this, but I have Saka on here. I just thought, like, if Arsenal has a good season this year, and I like I said, I don't know if I fully believe this. I said if Arsenal has a good year, he has a good World Cup, and he's been good for England.
That's also why he made it on my
He
list,
could.
too.
I'm not saying he's going to, because I don't think he will, because I don't even think he's the best English player on my list. But
We're talking about best player in the world, and you're saying he's not the best English player either?
No,
but
if
thinking-
I'm gonna say anything about him, he is England's ace. He's one of their aces, and like, if it's not Harry Kane, it's Saka.
Oh, stop.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Stop
though,
it.
but I think there's a couple more aces before him.
I thought you did your homework.
Not this week. I did not do my homework this week at all, boys.
we're getting things back on track here. This was my little rogue pick. He's not going to win in the next 3 years. I can sit here and tell you that with pure confidence, but I would love it if he does. It's my boy Steve.
Okay.
Like, it's like Estevao in his early days in Europe has shown the quality that he possesses and the immense amount of potential he possesses. Not even the goal from the other day.
Right.
The cross to Enzo that hit the post, that ball was just unbelievable out of nothing. Like, some of the dribbles he completed, he was absolutely phenomenal the other night when he came on. And he's 18. So that's why, like, I feel like I had to throw him in this list. And, like, this is the first kid that I've seen at Chelsea since Palmer came in, but before that, since Hazard, that every time they touch the ball, I, like, want to get on my feet and I'm excited every time he gets the ball at his feet.
I don't,
Like,
I don't mind it.
Like,
I don't mind it.
he's that kind of player that, like, is going to get you out of your
Restores the
seat.
feeling.
And like, it's just directness, the fact that he's always looking to create, he's always going to go towards goal. Like, it's just such a fresh breath of fresh air to have. And he's 18. Like, the sky's the limit for this kid. And that's why I had to throw him on this list. I actually did before Saka. I was also considering putting in Ngamoa, Rio. 'Cause I was thinking about it because I just think he's a phenomenal. But, like, I didn't want to fill my list with teenagers.
Right.
And then I did for a second. I was thinking Max Dowman just because he is 15. But I said if he's getting compared to Rooney, Rooney never won Ballon d'Or, so he's not going to win Ballon d'Or. So I left him off the list. My number 2, I just had to, Mr. Cole Palmer.
He's number 2 pick.
He has that ability and that talent, and I don't know if he'll ever win it, but I think if there's any English player in the Premier League right now that has that potential to do it, I think it's him.
See, now what you can argue with him being a good number 2 and like being so high on the list like that is the way that the winner ends up, like how they make that impact on the team and like what their contribution is to the team like that, and you look at the season that Palmer had last year, or maybe it was the year before that you would qualify this, but like the dude put the team on his back, and I would say he single-handedly got Chelsea Champions League play like again. And it's one of those things where when you're a player doing those kind of things, that's what puts your name in the hat and like makes you considered, all right, like you're an essential, like that's what a best player does to a team. So
yeah.
Okay.
And then my thing too is like if you look at him when he's not on the team and when he is in the team, even when he wasn't firing on all cylinders last year, the creativity, like you have to really watch us play. Like it's easy to just look at the stats and be like, oh, he wasn't producing numbers. The amount of chances he put people in, the amount of times he put Nicholas Jackson through on goal and Jackson smoked it, or Jackson decided to take an extra touch,
right?
Or somebody just missed a chance. Like he wasn't at his best. Well, let's just like when that season before under Pochettino, he was putting in 9 out of 10 performances week in week out. He was still putting in 7 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10 while he was in that dry spell. Just the goals weren't going in for him for whatever reason. And, maybe this is biased, and this is my bias as a Chelsea fan watching him. But I think he's phenomenal. I think he has that natural ability, like that just once in a generation natural ability, or I shouldn't say once in a generation. There's other players with that natural ability right now. But he has that just like natural talent, just an understanding of where how to move a ball, like some of the touches that he was like, it was like a weekly thing at one point last season with the touches that he was taking were just like getting you off your feet, like holy, like just
If he's healthy, is he a shoo-in at the next World Cup? Because I know they kind of fucked him over last tournament.
And that's the conversation. I think that we could have a whole conversation about who England plays.
Yeah.
And that was the conversation last time was why are we just throwing out guys just trying to get them on the pitch rather than actually building a team.
Yeah.
And I think Tuchel is the type of manager that won't just throw guys out there. And I think that's where it's tricky because as much as I love Palmer, it's like, how do you tell Bellingham you're starting on the bench?
Yeah.
Or like, do you how is, and that's,
didn't he get left out? Well, he's working his way back from injury right now, right?
Working his way back from injury, yeah.
And it's, so it's
still you'd like to see a player like that.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's also like, does Palmer play on the wing? And then if Palmer plays on the right, then
that was gonna be my next question. Do you think he fills in better as a 10 or on the wing?
I just think it's all based on style.
Yeah.
I think for Maresca's system, I think he suits being on the wing better. And I think we started seeing that when the goals dried up last year, and we saw that in the Club World Cup.
Yeah.
Where I think him, with the emphasis on Chelsea's system being high and wide, I think getting him in those positions on the ball is what suits him best, which is, obviously there's challenges because that's Resteval plays.
I was just going to say, but then you don't see Steve.
Yeah, and that's the challenge we're going to have going forward is finding a way to get these guys to work together. But that's part of the game at the end of the day,
Right.
and that's part of having these good players and adapting. And
so you kind of just contradicted yourself there, though. Do you want to see the best players on the field, or do you want to fit a system?
Well, I think that's a part of a manager's job is to have players or make a system that suits your players.
Yeah.
Like if we go back to Liverpool, for example, Arne Slot has this system, but it doesn't suit Wirtz. But if you put Wirtz out wide, for example, or it's just a position he has played before, like he plays that with the national team a lot.
Yeah.
Like there is ways manager can suit or adjust their system, like how Pep did when he started inverting stones in the midfield, and that ultimately won them a treble. So I think that there's obviously I'm going to contradict myself in certain takes, but I think there's like loopholes to certain things. It's just it's not like it's just like it's a one-sided like blade. It's a two-sided blade, and there's different ways to look at it and different ways to use it, and I think that's I think that would be my counter to that point about contradicting myself. But
no, I mean, hey, I said I'm trying to claim Saka's not the best on my team. Meanwhile, he's one of the best players that you can see in the league right now. But again,
Yeah.
those things happen.
And then boring answer. I had Holland at 1 too. Nobody.
Yeah,
cares
no,
about
we
that
both-
stupid
yeah.
fucking robot.
Yeah.
All right, we're bored of him. It is what it is. I mean, we're bored. All right, we get it. He scores goals for fun. Oh, I'm Holland. I score goals.
Hey,
Fuck
stay,
you.
stay humble.
meditate,
Stay
man.
humble,
Yeah.
Stay humble.
Stay humble, man.
Stay humble,
I'm just gonna be humble.